It's about time with Rashawn's About Time Boxing, aka Mr. Trill 100 Mil. What's up to my About Time Boxing family and my Trill 100 Mil gang? Hope that all of y'all are good. I hope your families are good and everybody is being safe. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed to the channel, who has been taking the time out to watch the videos, like the videos, and comment. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all already know, y'all my About Time Boxing family and my Trill 100 Mil gang, and without y'all, there is no me. So I appreciate y'all. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to get so you can stay up on the latest with Rashawn's About Time Boxing, and you can become you can become a part of the About Time Boxing family and the Trill 100 Mil gang. We raw right here, no do-overs, we just do it. Look out for the About Time Boxing podcast. I'll keep you guys updated coming on the Mixler app. Chris Van Heerdan, Jaron Ennis. You still got people out here that's just saying, they still don't believe. They still don't believe. I got a piece of information from a very close and reliable source. After the fight, Chris Van Heerdan approached Jaron Ennis and told him, "You are stronger and you hit harder than Errol Spence." Told him, he said, "Man, you hit harder and you way stronger than Spence." He said, "And I went 8 rounds with him." Spence did his job. He did what he was supposed to do. Chris Van Heerdan was Errol Spence's measuring stick. Errol Spence used him as that. But now you got people still saying, "Oh well." Now I told you what I was going to hear, and I told you what people was going to say and what I didn't want to hear. Oh, he took the fight on short notice. Oh, he's old. He's not the same fighter. Errol Spence, beat whatever, good fight was left in him out and all that stuff. He's ran down, washed up. I knew people was going to say that. I knew it. And I said I didn't want to hear it, but yet and still, y'all just still don't believe that Jaron Ennis is official like a ref with a whistle. This kid is not playing. For those that don't get, I don't understand why y'all don't. Listen, if you really a fan of boxing and you understand the different styles that fighters got, and you understand how the different styles of fighters, how they do and don't match up, how can you not see that this kid is destined for greatness? He is not going to be denied. And I'll just call the dude Goggles Paisano. Obviously he not seeing well through his glasses. He couldn't even pronounce Chris Van Heerdan's name. He called him Chris Van Heater. Then he making these barking noises like a puppy, talking about, oh, Jaron Ennis is a young pup and there's levels to this, and ain't Meek Mill from the city where you at, and you need to listen to Meek Mill, it's levels. Like, are you kidding me? You can't see that this kid elevates his level with each and every fight? You can't see that his skill set is levels above the opposition that they putting him in the ring with? That's why it looks like he's fighting bums. You moron. You don't get it? That's why it looked like he's fighting bums. Because it's his skill level that sets him apart. His last fight not the Van Heerdan, but when he fought September 19th against Abreu, that guy had never been stopped. In his entire career, he's never been stopped. And Boots stopped him. Oh, but he was supposed to stop him. The guy was a bum. Well, then how come everybody else couldn't stop him then? (26-0) with 24 knockouts. He works hard. Even at the press conference after that fight, the Van Heerdan fight, he said, "Yeah, I'm upset. Yeah, I wanted to make a statement." He said, "But man, look, I'm right back in the gym on Monday," and that's exactly where he was at, right back in the gym. He's focused. He's locked in. Now I like Errol Spence. I don't have nothing against Errol Spence. Absolutely nothing. But you can see once he started rising and becoming, a household name and things like that, he started hanging out in the clubs and started because when Errol Spence first broke in, he was a family man. He was a family man. It was about his his wife, his kids. It was all that stuff. But then he started making some money, got some fame, and y'all didn't think he was drunk when he was in that car accident? I'm glad that nothing happened to him, because that would have been a major tragedy. But even he himself knew that, hey, look, I'm getting beside myself. Even he knew it. What did he do? Said, look, man, he left his apartment wherever he was at in downtown or something like that, or whatever. He went and bought a ranch. He got horses and all that. Now, because he understand now, hey, look, I'm getting older too, so I'm not gonna be this young lion all the time. I'm not gonna, I'm not. Got to be able to adapt and adjust if you want to stay on top. That's why Floyd was on top for so long. When he transformed from pretty boy to Money Mayweather, because he understood the science of boxing. He understood the different styles. He understood how styles do and don't match up. That's why he was able to adapt and adjust no matter who he got in the ring with. Because it wasn't, he said, you can't put me in there with a style that I haven't seen or been up against. When Jaron Ennis is in camp, what do you think he do? He trains for it. That's what he does. He trains for everything. Even when he doesn't have a fight, he still trains for every kind of style. And that night when he stepped in that ring for them 2.5 minutes, he came out smoking like a locomotive, and you know it. Goggles, paisano. How can you say he's not ready for the top level competition? You acting like he quit in the fight. Oh, you couldn't do nothing with a 33-year-old ran down Chris. What do you mean he couldn't do? What fight was you watching, boy? What was you watching? You couldn't have been watching the same fight. When Boots came out, jumped on that boy's ass, that boy started backpedaling. He was trying to get out of there. And since the fight, Chris Van Heerdan put up a few different videos talking about Jaron Ennis, talking about how strong he is, how quick he is, how fast he is, and how, listen, he's going to be champ. Chris Van Heerdan said it himself. He know. And those that understand boxing know it. And I told y'all before, as far as I'm concerned, he is the uncrowned IBO welterweight champ. Period. And I always want to hear from y'all. I want to know what y'all think. As like I said, this guy, listen. Like I said before, every time Jaron got in the ring with somebody, they said this was his biggest test to date. But yet and still, he beat them that good that he made them look like that they were bums. Takes a lot to step inside those four corners. That ain't easy to do. And judging by the looks of you, Goggles, you ain't never laced up a pair of gloves, so you don't know what it's like. You just spectating from the outside, dude. You can't call no fighter, because the fighters that you think are bums be the ones that can put a whooping on somebody else. But you just have some fighters that just have that gift, like a Errol Spence or Floyd Mayweather or Jaron Ennis, Terrence Crawford, a Manny Pacquiao. You got all these different fighters. Demetrius Andrade, both the Charlos. Some people are just gifted like that. And all those that I named are gifted like that. But like I said before, that's why I said I didn't want to hear. Errol Spence used Chris Van Heerdan as his measuring stick to see, like, okay, if I get by this guy, oh yeah, I'm ready for the top people. And when Errol Spence was chasing all them guys, they didn't want to fight him. Keith Thurman always has something to say out of his mouth. But I bet you he don't want no smoke from Jaron Ennis either. But Keith Thurman, oh man, Errol Spence ain't experienced enough. He's still too green. Let him, all these different excuses. And each time he came up with an excuse, Errol Spence surpassed it. Then he said, what's up now? Then he said, oh, well, get a belt. Then Errol Spence got a belt. When he got the belt, he was like, all right. And Kell Brooks, shout out to Kell Brooks. Kell Brooks stepped up and put that IBF belt on the line. Said, man, look, I'll fight him. I'll give him a chocolate brownie. He stepped up to fighting. Right? And he took the belt. When he got the belt, he confronted Keith Thurman. Said, all right, I got a belt now. What's up? And Keith Thurman still was trying to come up with excuses. So that's just the bottom line. That's the same thing with Jaron Ennis. People just coming up with excuses not to give him a title shot and not to want to fight him. And I wouldn't be surprised if he won some of those belts by default, because people vacating the belts not to fight him, claiming to chase others, but they vacating the belt to fight. They vacating their belt. You know what I mean? Chasing other people, you know what I mean? So they don't have to fight him. So if Jaron Ennis win a belt by default, I don't want to hear nobody talking about, oh, well, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. Man, listen, he has not been shy. Jaron Ennis said he wants the top 5 guys. Y'all know who y'all are. Do y'all think I'm overreacting? Drop some comments at the bottom. Smash that like button. Let me know what y'all think. Shout out to New Media Boxing. Shout out to Blue Blood TV. Shout out to Aki TV. Shout out to Showboat TV. And of course, shout out to my About Time Boxing family and my Trill 100 Mil gang. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, hit the notification button, drop the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Am I overreacting? Or am I overreacting?